Hey YouTube, RAPTall back here with another battle. I have two more random Wi-Fi battles for you today. Between my 4th gen Soul Silver game, I transferred over a crap ton of Pokemon. A lot of my, pretty much all my old teams are now on there. Plus I made a couple guys, random guys that I don't know where I want to put on a team necessarily, but I want to use them. You see two of them here. I made a Porygon 2 and a Sceptile, which I thought were really cool. And actually most of my in-game team I'm not really using anymore just because, yeah, I mean, they're not trained or anything like that. So anyway, the first battle I have against is someone from Japan, therefore the name. So this person actually knows what the heck they're doing. They're going to start out with an Intimidate Arcanine. So I have a terrible matchup because technically I could be faster and go for the Rock Slide, but with the Intimidate drop, nothing's good's going to happen. Now, with my Porygon 2, this is probably really the only Pokemon I have that has the right nature, the right everything, and the right item, because he has the Evilite Stone. So with the Trace ability, I'm able to give him his taste of his own Intimidate, and of course with the Evilite Stone, Porygon 2's defenses are freaking awesome. So he has a Life Orb, Stabbed Flare Blitz, which is powerful as all get out, and only does a quarter to me, so I'm like, yes, I love this dude already. Now, I go for the Toxic, and I had seen on his team that he had a Reunculus. Damn it, I'm never being able to say that right. But I was kind of hoping he wasn't going to bring it. I don't know why I didn't expect him to bring it, because it was really the worst Pokemon on his team. And by the worst Pokemon, I mean, the worst for me to face. I mean, this thing is a pain in the ass. And it probably always will be. So he does give me his Flame Orb, and since, I Toxic him, it's not really going to matter because of this stupid Magic Guard ability. And Burn isn't a big deal on me because I'm special and can recover. But either way, it's a giant Stalwart. Not going to do crap. So I decided to go into my Sceptile here. Now, this is a mixed Sceptile. So he has Rock Slide, Low Kick, Hidden Power, and Leaf Storm. So I'm thinking if I can get him low enough, I can, go for a Leaf Storm and hopefully finish him off. And Rock Slide did nothing, so I'm like, well, crap, I'm just going to try and go for a Leaf Storm and see what it does. And it does half-ish, just under half, but nowhere near enough to actually help me out here. If I would have gone for a second Rock Slide and then gone for the Leaf Storm, that might have been a different story. Because then if he wouldn't have recovered and I got a flinch or something, but alas, no. So this thing is pretty much back up at full, like 3/4 to full, and I've done jack squat to him, and pretty much at this point I'm like, well, I'm going to just lose this battle, because I don't know how the hell I'm going to beat this guy. I do have my Crocodile, and that's pretty much my only hope, beating this guy. On a separate note, as you can see, I'm kind of doing this at just 1x speed. I'm not speeding up at all. Partially so I can just talk to you guys about some other random stuff. Like I was saying, I brought over a bunch of my old Pokemon, pretty much all my teams. Well, not pretty much. I did bring over all my teams. Now here, I really thought he was going to go into his Arcanine, and I really wanted to predict that and go for the Earthquake. But I, kind of got scared, and I'm like, but if he stays in with his Reunculus, and I don't go for the Crunch, then it's game over. It's game over, man. Because if I went for the EQ, looking at that damage, it very well could have killed, and if it wouldn't have, he would have been at almost dead, and then this would have killed him whenever I brought in my guy and attacked. Anyway, like I said, I brought in all my old teams. Now, most of them are salved or cloned or whatever in some way or form, so they're all mostly at level 100, but there are like 1.5 to 2 of my teams I have Pokemon that aren't at level 100. Because, I bred them myself and all that kind of stuff. So, because of that, I'm going to try and do some Elite Four runs and get some of my guys up. Gengar on my Poison team is the only guy that isn't at level 100. He's at like 88 right now, so I want to kind of get him up there, so that is a full team that I can use. Pretty much all my very first team, half of my second team, is all not level 100. And some of these guys I actually had gotten and traded over that are mostly level 100 and all of that. So anyway, I'm able to kill off the Arcanine with the Rock Slide. But he's just going to send in, oh no, Glaceon. So as soon as I saw the Glaceon, I'm like, well, I'm boned. And once it was faster than me, I was definitely thinking, well, I'm boned, because that means he's a choice scarfer. So both my last two guys are weak to Ice Beam. And now this is the first guy I've actually fought on random battles that knew what they were doing. You know, he had good items, he had good team synergy, you know, actually had a real plan. I still didn't have a real plan, and honestly, in these two battles, I wasn't really playing, you know, top tier mentality. I kind of just brought stuff I wanted to try out. You know, I wanted to try out the Porygon 2, I wanted to try out the Sceptile. I've never used them before, and yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. So that's match number one, and here's match number two. As you can see, my opponent's team is full of the the biggest horrors of them all. I can't speak correctly. So I still have my Porygon 2 and my Sceptile, but this time I brought a Gyarados in, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put him in first because I saw he had two dragons on his team. He had the Volcarona, the Blissey, stuff like that. And this Gyarados is a bulky DD'er. So, you know, he does have DD, Waterfall, and he also has Taunt. So I'm like, alright, you know, I'm going to put him in Gyarados. I think the Intimidate, he's going to bring in something that's physical. He only had, like, besides the Volcarona, maybe one other special poke, not including Blissey, because I really don't give a damn about Blissey's attack. So we both go for a Dragon Dance here. And obviously, as you can see, I'm faster, which means this guy doesn't have, the Hexorus doesn't have max speed. You know, for whatever reason, whether it's, you know, just not EV trained or whatever. So I go for the Dragon Tail. As you saw, I went second there. Now, most Gyarados would have Roar in that second spot, or in that last spot. Partially because it gets rid of subs, and, you know, and it gets rid of the Pokemon 100% of the time, and it goes through subs and all of that. Dragon Tail isn't full accuracy, and it doesn't go through subs. Like, it'll attack and hit them, but it won't go through sub. Now, honestly, I kind of like it better, because first off, as you saw, it did a crap ton of damage, and kind of is for, like, the dragons that want to come in on you. And my other thing is, even though it's not 100% accuracy, usually I would use it on an expected switch, not on somebody who would already be there. And, you know, if it is somebody that could do something like that, I would probably taunt them first, and then they can't really do crap to me. So I was able to taunt the Blissey, make him go away, go back into his Hexorus for whatever reason they decided, and now the Volcarona. So I have a deity up, which means this thing is going to die in one hit because it sucks. And that's right, kids, Volcarona sucks. No, it doesn't suck. But seriously, I think it is overrated. I'm probably going to use one, so I, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I think it's a cool Pokemon, but it's like, oh my god, it's so amazing, and it's okay. It needs a lot of setup to be really good, and it has good coverage, but not awesome coverage. So take that as you will. So as you can tell, I've been kicking ass and taking names, and I'm all out of names. So my Gyarados has taken out two of his guys, and his Bliss is the only thing that he's left. Now, as you can all see, it's only level 46. I feel no sympathy because Blissey is a whore and sucks hardcore. So I was able to take it out. I do get a flinch. Now, in the game, I think like he just let the 2 minutes go to, because you have a 2-minute timer to choose a move, and I was just waiting there. I'm like, if you DC'd on me, I'd be super pissed off. But whatever, so I beat one, so I win one, lose one. My record is now 3-1. I've really enjoyed these. I'll, you know, keep doing them every once in a while, probably using some new random Pokemon. So catch y'all later. Peace.